Got DJ coming on. Trying to wait he get on here and start.
All right,
There we go.
here we go. For those that don't know, everybody, well, Sibbie, I'm gonna let you run it like you normally run, and then we get into everything and we'll let everybody know we got on.
Oh
You
yeah,
got echo. You got echo, DJ. You got echo, man.
yeah. I'll say you sent the invite, so I'll let you do the introduction of it.
All right, so we on Sibbie's podcast. Today we have no other than Jamel Sutherland. We know him as Dirt. Uh, this is somebody that's alongside one of the legendary trainers down the line. Bobby Moses, Shaun's grandfather, and this is Shaun's. I would say this is Shaun's uncle, and so he'll tell you. I also just started working in the gym. I've been here for about a month and a half, 2 months. And he'll tell you, I really never talked about the podcast. I just really started bringing it up. But the thing is, one thing, when we in there, we strictly business. We never really talk about the show. We don't talk about what we do at the show. But I want to have them on for the fans and the people. So that way, because, we just had a huge fight. He was up in camp. And, Coach, welcome to our show. I appreciate you jumping on with us, man.
What up? No doubt. I'm honored for y'all to invite me. What's happening, man?
How was So you're one of Shakur's trainers?
Yeah. I'm one of Shakur's trainers.
How does it feel coming off a big win?
To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
it's normal for Shakur, man. I've been lucky enough to. I'm Muslim, so I don't even want to use that term. I've been blessed enough to witness this kid's growth, man, for a long time. So I've been watching him win at every level, man, from very young all the way through, for a long time. So, probably to everybody else it's big. It might be surprising to a lot of people. I don't know. But to us, we expect that from him. He expect that from himself. And to be honest, man, that's that ain't even close to the best
Mm-hmm.
you guys have yet.
I believe.
You know what I'm saying? Core at like on that was a sharp core, but to see a core like next level, you guys have stay tuned. You're gonna get that real soon. The higher the competition, the higher the level of competition, the more you'll see this kid sharpen up and get better, man. I promise. I can assure you of that.
So, go ahead, DJ.
Well, Coach, I've been hearing things. So I just want to ask, how was the energy in the camp? Because there was, Jamel had Amir Khan, he had all the names in his camp. But how was the energy in the camp? What was the mindset of the energy? The mindset of everybody in the camp.
Honestly, man, you guys gotta understand. We just did a whole camp with those guys, man. So we coming from that, and while we were in camp with them, we know that they were thinking, let's watch them and see what they got. What they're gonna do. What they like to do, what their tendencies are. We know they were looking. We really didn't show them anything, and we kind of watched and paid attention to things they like to do, and even down to the way they train, man. Because all of that stuff is very important in this game. It's not just a physical game; it's a mental game as well. And we kind of felt like we had them beat, going into this thing. So when we got to camp, after coming from camp, being with these guys, the mindset was it's time to get back to being who we are. Shakur got to be who he is, and in order for Shakur to be who he is, Wally had to lock in and block out anything that didn't matter. And that pretty much was the case for the rest of us. We kind of tuned everybody out, and focused on the task at hand. You was texting, and it wasn't not trying to be rude. We was on a 3-hour time difference, from the rest of the East Coast, and down south and in the Midwest. So people that was reaching out and just trying to communicate with us, the outside world really wasn't counting at that point in time during camp. It was intense, man, and the sparring was intense. The workouts, Cole ran. This kid ran an 8-mile run. I said 45 minutes when I recorded, but the truth of the matter, he ran an 8-mile run in about 38 minutes, man. So that should let you know just how focused, you understand, and how intent and determined he was rather, to getting prepared for that night, for that fight. That was very important to us, man. It was big for boxing. It was big for those guys. It was big for us. We all family at the end of the day. And it was just a great night, man. And we wanted to make sure that we put on for the city. We wanted to make sure we represented Newark well, represented who we are well, and just be great. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we're getting after.
T.Y., you want to ask any questions? Anybody want,
Yeah, I got a couple of questions, man. If you can answer it, I know I ain't trying to ask no camp secrets, but Tim Bradley says Shakur was once in a father a couple days before the fight. Is that true?
Say that again.
Tim Bradley said Shakur was a week out. He was 147. Is that true? If you can answer that.
Hey, man, listen. Don't reveal weight secrets, cutting secrets.
Oh no. That's why I said. Like I said, that's why if you can answer. That's why I asked you. That's why I said like that, brother. I understand that.
That's a bit. Like that's all limits.
No doubt. I got all right. Well, what about this one? Sibbie, I'm gonna tell you, I've been rocking with Shakur for a while since she's an amateur. I'm from Philly.
he gave Shakur a special name, Sugar Shakur.
I call him
He called him Sugar Shakur.
They don't like that shit. I say he can have that moniker because we ain't had one since Shane. You know what I mean? He can take that one. You know what I mean? But I seen him fight. I seen him in Philly when he came to Philly and fought, and I seen him when he fought on Bud undercard on the Con John. So me and my homie, we've been messing with him for a while. So
the Sugar thing, though, it's a compliment, because Sugar Ray was great. Both Sugar Rays actually were great, but the sugar, the term is sweet. Yeah, like doing that.
But listen though, bro. Listen, this is why I said it because listen, all them guys, they were nice looking, pretty guys, but they were killers in the ring.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Ray had that smile. Shane had that smile, but he'll fuck you up too.
But Cole looked more like Chucky when he.
No, I got you, homie. Look, I got you, homie.
Cole might like it, but I don't know.
You look at the picture of old Ray Robinson. No pause. No homo, as the young boy say, but he was a nice looking guy, but he'll whoop your ass.
Oh man, Sugar.
He gave him that name. He gave him that name.
I never really liked guys named Sugar, man.
No, I got you on that level. I got you on that level. You know what I mean?
I got a question. Has Shakur and Heron, because the way he fought, I know he was better than him. He proved it. But have they sparred before? Because the way they fought, the fight turned out, it just as if he knew everything Heron was going to do way before Heron even knew what he was going to do.
When they sparred in the past, they both were younger. It was like 2017, I believe. It was a while ago. So it was two different fighters, two different guys. But I wasn't there, so I'll be lying to say Court did this, that, and the third. But from what he told me and what I heard from everybody else, it was similar results.
Okay. I figured that.
Coach, I told him, one thing I assured them, because Coach said to me, like when he was up there, and I said, they'll tell you, I said, man, I think, when we had what happened, we will go into what happened Jamel jumped on because Shakur was supposed to go on the show. And when Shakur didn't jump on, and he seen it on Twitter, he jumped right on. So when he jumped on, he said, "Hey, I'm going to war. I'm taking the war." So I always said that Mel was going to do something dirty or try something dirty. So when I told Coach that, he assured me like, "Nah, we locked in. We locked in, and whatever Jamel does, it don't matter."
Yeah.
As we saw.
Yeah, we like I said, man, we knew. Let me cut my light on. We knew what we already knew what we was going to do, bro. Like we wasn't taking no for an answer. So whatever Jamel and there's no disrespect to the guys, bro, because I love these dudes. I literally was just talking to Red earlier. You know what I'm saying? And right before your guys' show, I was watching Bernie the boxing show. Bernie is one of the trainers as well. And these like we posted these dudes. So I mean, like I said, we kind of know how they were thinking, what they were thinking, and what they wanted to do. But the thing that you know nobody could kind of get around is the two fighters, the guys that's in the ring. Nobody could fight for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we know that Shakur execute the things that he's been learning throughout his life with Coach Wally, man. And when I tell you he execute at the highest level, the kid is elite, man. So you're not just going to come and have any game plan and think that you're going to execute it and not have to make adjustments or readjust or whatever the case. This ain't that type of party. This kid is legit, man, and he eats, sleep, shit boxing. Period. He eats, sleep, shit, breathe boxing. You know what I'm saying? The kid is a student of the game. You know, I don't see him changing. He's been that way as long as I can remember. And I just don't see,
As long as I can remember.
And it's just, I'm not, I ain't like uh, this big boxing great analyst or whatever, but I don't see nobody beating Shakur, man. I'm just being honest with you.
I mean, I've met Shakur when he came up to Plainfield when I used to be over at 5-Star. And I mean, when one day I seen him sparring and it was somebody that was a lot older, I'm like, yo, this kid's different. But when you sit there and you actually watch it, you don't know how gifted and talented a person is until you say, oh, yeah, he really was what we thought he was. I'm talking about when you are sitting there watching and marveling at 14 years old with a kid with the IQ he had. I mean, I've never seen it in my lifetime in boxing and just being around the sport as long as I have been, I've never seen it. So for me, it was like, I was just in awe. Just him at that age. So for him for a lot of years, I'm not sure if but I know Don Given, God bless, he pushed real hard because for a lot of years, Jersey wasn't on the map. It was Shakur and it was a kid from out there at the time, Little Rich Johnson,
right,
along with Muncie from our gym. That they were going to tournaments and a lot of times they were getting robbed.
Right.
To the fact to where I hear the Jersey coaches was about to get into a fight with the people at the Vegas because of how bad they were getting robbed.
That shit, those things going to happen, man. It still happen to this day where a lot of the JOs, I don't care where they from. If you leave a fight in the judge's hands or the ref hands and all of that, they take it from you. If depending on where we at, where they at or whatever the case. But what can I say? In terms of Shakur, man, shit, I got into a brawl out in Hartford, Connecticut. I got banned from up there actually, man, for over Shakur when he was maybe 12 or 13, maybe. Might have been 13. It was a kid out there, he kicked his ass before. The kid didn't want to fight. Well, actually, Cole went up there to fight the kid. He had all this stuff. The kid act like he wanted to get right. The kid coach act like they wanted to get right. They had the opportunity. They didn't take it. While the actual show was going on, they started yapping. Coach talking to Cole. I caught wind of it. It turned into a big thing. Somebody snuck me, knocked my glasses off my face. He ain't knocked me out. He knocked my glasses. Man. You know, I picked my glasses up and went to work.
Coach,
Oh,
it's right. I'm sorry,
coach,
Norfolk, your phone is, yeah.
before we coach it. It's, you know,
It's still like that.
sport. Yeah, bro. You got to cut your truck off or something. Hey, hold up, man. How you just come in my little interview and little mess up my time, fam? Who's this?
Oh, you know Norfolk, right?
Hey, bro, how's you gonna come in my interview, bro? Nah, go ahead, man.
Well, Norfolk is with us. I can't hear him. It's a lot of feedback because it's the truck.
Yeah, you know, I'm working out on. I work out on the road, on the interstate, doing traffic control and stuff. So I'm in the truck.
Yeah, it's better now, Coach.
Yeah, I cut it off, man. That diesel.
I got a question. So I know you was prepared to for anything Heron was gonna do, but did the fight turn out easier than you thought it was, or is that exactly how y'all thought it was gonna be?
To be honest, Jamel, he didn't lay down. He came. You know, he fought hard. Cole was better than him. We expected those results. No disrespect to my guys. I thought Cole would have got him out of there between 5 and 8. You know,
I thought the same thing, and a lot of people said that on the show too, Coach. Somebody said thought the fight was going to be over in 5.
I caught the round. I said it was like
Cole was executing so well. He was actually able to take 2 rounds off. And I believe the 2 rounds that Cole took off. Right, we ain't even talk about this yet, but I know if you guys was to talk to him, he took 2 rounds off. I believe it was 5 and 6, or 6 and 7, or whatever the case. He still won the rounds. It was easy rounds, but him and Wally had a conversation in the corner. And the conversation went similarly something like, "All right, Papa, I'm about to start attacking again." You know what I'm saying? So he got back behind the.
He said, "Wait, hold up." He said that in the corner.
Yeah. He was comfortable, man. He knew he had him. You know, like after 5, it was clear. You know, it wasn't like if he did actually pick it up, but Cole had another pair, man. So go ahead.
People don't even know about the other gear though.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that do. Cole been in the ring with a lot of people, bro. A lot of people, a lot of guys come to sparring, man, and I done seen a lot of dudes get their ass whooped. A lot of people.
Well, that I know. That's why they don't bring his name up in conversations. Because I said that to the guys before that they don't talk about Shakur because he done sparred a lot of everybody.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude shot. He ain't playing. He legit just he not ducking no smoke. Anybody, you know, want to line up, I'm pretty sure if the timing right, you might catch him sparring because he like that. He a gym rat. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, if you in his division and your ass is worth something, the money right, line up, man. I promise you, he gonna smoke you. He ain't no fear, none whatsoever, man. He's super comfortable in there. The ring is his home.
I know
Yeah, well, go ahead, Sib. Yeah.
I know Nets he wants to unify against Valdez. Do you think Valdez gonna take that fight?
No, everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cole been trying to get him since 2017.
Yeah. I remember he tried to give him that 26 and Valdez moved up.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. And they kind of putting the narrative out there anyway, like Navarrete and
Yep.
Valdez. That's a smoke screen, man. Come on.
Yep.
Cole and Loma, like Cole wouldn't mind kicking Loma ass. You know what I'm saying? He definitely wouldn't mind doing that. But the truth of the matter, Oscar Valdez, he talked like he was ready. You know, Cole been begging him, essentially begging his ass to get in the ring with him. You know, he said he would. He wanted. Cole keep calling me out. You know, so let's make it happen. He got to stand on that shit. I don't see it happening though. That's the only problem. You know what I'm saying? I think this way he loses his legs at.
So if the Valdez fight doesn't happen next, what do you have planned for Shakur?
It's not what I have planned. You know,
What? Yeah, what is he?
I mean, even it's not even what he got planned. You know, they all got him, Jay, and Top Rank. They got to sit down and figure out their game plan. The trainers, you know, myself, Wale, K. They first of all, Wale, K, myself, Jack. You know, we get the call to go to camp and work. You know, where it don't matter who in front of us. We gonna game plan and kick your ass. Those guys take care. Top Rank, Jay, they take care of business. Cool.
And I can attest to that because you know, I sparred the kids. I mean, from 130 to 160, I got in there with them. And let me tell you how I know they got another level. Because the first time I got in there with some of the guys, they took it easy. But then when Dirt said, "All right, coach, getting in there with them," they turned it up on me. So I know about the next year. It's not just Shakur, but the whole camp got another gear. When Coach say turn it up like yesterday, it was like when they came back, it was different energy. Meaning it was all business. And as much as I was emotional, it was like he said, hey, Coach D, we gonna have to kick it late 5 to 6 something because I'm focused on what it was. And the energy was different. I mean, I held down the gym as much as I could, but just to give you the mindset of when coaches come, when coach comes. Not that I'm not a coach. I'm saying when Coach Dirt and Coach Wiley's in the building, it's a different mindset from these guys because they know it's no playing around. They know that's no playing. I mean, we got an arsenal of guys in the gym right now that you know they ready to go. And Coach, you mind talking about some of the upcoming that.
Absolutely. My bad about yesterday too. I was definitely locked in, man. My mindset is pretty much get these guys ready for the Nationals. Up and coming, my son, Fat Boy, my sons, Fat Boy, Roddy, Manny, TJ. You got some guys, man. That's you know they still kind of young in this game, but a ton of experience. They got years in, but you know they babies. And we're gonna take our time and move them along the right way. But Manny probably within the next year. I know you guys. I don't know if you guys caught Antoine Cobb, man. That's the kid. He got knocked out of the night. I think he got. No, I'm not. Not even. I think he got knocked out of the year. Right as of right now, he made ESPN top 10 that night with the first knockout on the card and shit,
Yeah,
man.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's my fighter as well, man. It's, you know, he look for him. He gonna smoke a few things this year, man. Well, we ain't got too much left in the rest of this year, but next year is gonna be a big year for him. And like I said, Manny, we got a few guys coming out, man. But look out for Fat Boy and Roddy for sure. You know what I'm saying?
When Shakur was fighting,
Oh, I'm sorry. My baby as well, man. Zay Quinn. Okay. I don't know how I forgot my nephew. This kid, he's in Houston, but this is my baby. It's my heart, man. It's this. He has the ability and the capabilities to be a Shakur 2.0, literally. You know, he don't got the work ethic right now. We kind of trying to drive that home. He's driving Shakur crazy with having the skill set and the ability, but not the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? But look out for him, man. He currently ranked number 5 in the country right now. So we're working, man. It's a lot more, you know what I mean? But I could go on all day talking about that.
when Shakur was fighting, I seen a lot of people comparing him to Mayweather. Who would you personally compare him to, if anybody?
That's a comparable comparison. Simply because Core is that skillful, probably worked that hard, or if not harder. You know, and his boxing IQ is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too many guys is as smart as he is in the ring. I've literally heard coaches say, man, shit, I learned, I'm learning things from Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So this kid he different, man. He's special. Yeah, man. You want just pay attention. You want to watch history with him.
Um,
So wait, so one of the discussions we had behind the scenes, after, we have our meetings, we had discussions about topics, and one of the topics was, and I don't think a lot of guys do this, but when I started looking at what belts was at 130, I realized there was a big IBF belt. And remember, right before you got in the car, I had fixed that. So how basically, if you don't fight Valdez, then who you think they would put in front of Shakur to fight for that vacant belt? Because we already know he's going to get that belt, but he's going to have to fight somebody for it. Who do you see them throwing in there from the top rank for him to fight? I say Logan.
I mean, like I said, they already laying the blueprint, trying to lay the blueprint anyway for the path to fight to get the levels. But I don't know. Let's not talk that into existence. Let's kind of focus on Oscar. We don't want to let this dude off the hook, man. We're not trying to let the Mexican community, you know what I'm saying, take that ass off.
Oh, they're about to be upset. They're about to be upset.
He got to be held accountable. His boots got to be held to the fire, man. He got to get to the ring. He got Shaun to shine on the dotted line, man. Get his ass in the ring to fight, man.
Real quick, Sibbie, we got any other coach? Not to do this, but we have other guys on it because I brought you on. We have other guys. I want to have them on because I know they got a ton of questions for you. We got anybody else or Jimmy and anybody else?
Hold up. Mark, run your question back real quick. Mark Teray was just calling me, so I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I said, no, I said we have a bunch of guys that come on. We got about 5 guys. So what I was going to do is see if any of our other guys come on, if they would like to, and I'm going to let them get on touch. Man, a lot of people we all have questions. I'm also, although I'm a link in the chain at the gym, I am also a fight blogger, and this is what I want to tie. I'm a fan as well. So we got anybody else that want to get on, Sid?
Nobody sent an invite.
All right, well then we going to keep running what we doing.
I got
Norfolk, you got any questions, man? You got any questions? You got any questions?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just listening.
Okay.
I got a question. This reason I'm asking this question. But in camp, was there anyone? I know every sparring partner probably did, but was there any specific person that you like for Shakur to spar the most because they really bring out the best of them?
Ooh, to be honest, I mean, I haven't really seen Core have too many bad days. He actually had maybe 1 or 2, maybe 1, like 1.5, maybe during camp. And we understood and knew why he had that bad day. His opponent, his sparring partner at the time, didn't know. So when he jumped back in the ring, the next time and then the time after that, he got woke up. He got taught a serious lesson, as to why this kid is who he is and where he is today. So have I seen him have too many bad days? And no, Paul be kicking ass, man. He's super competitive with everything he do. You could put a cookie in front of him and tell him you're gonna eat the cookie faster than him. He gonna challenge you to eat the cookie faster. Crazy, you're nuts, man.
And I asked because it's one of his sparring partners I'm close with, and I was just gonna ask not about the sparring session. What do you think about Kelvin Davis? Because I know he was one.
Kelvin, little bro. I mean, now with Core, now I know where you're trying to go with this, bro. Because you're talking about him, you know what I'm saying? If you talk about him and Ed, that's a difference. You know what I mean? Him and my guy is, because Kevin don't now look. If you get Kevin on, Core was touching Kelvin ass up, man.
No. Not this. I'm not talking about the sparring session. Just what do you think? Just as Kelvin as a fighter.
Oh man, shit, man. I love Kelvin. Kelvin is a DJ. As first of all, as a person, great kid, man. You know what I'm saying? And as a fighter, Kelvin, I think Kelvin got the ability to be great somewhere down the line. He need work. He young. He just need a little bit more experience, probably a little bit more teaching. But for the most part, I like Kelvin. I like Keon. I love Keyshawn. They great kids, great fighters. But like I said, Kelvin, he a little bit more experience. He'll be right there.
Okay. Yeah, that's my guy that was in camp with him. That's what made me ask.
Yeah, Kelvin was in camp with us, man. He providing us excellent services and work, getting us helping my guy Antoine get ready for his pro debut.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, let me. So Norfolk and Sibbie, they're from Virginia, and then we got Ty. He's from Philly, and then we have another gentleman, Brad. I actually was waiting for Jimmy. We got a brother named Jimmy that comes on, and he's very voiceless. And I thought he would be on tonight. Normally Jimmy's on, but not tonight. Because I mean, and they'll tell you we got a lot of guys that tune in. We got a guy, he has a boxing cast too named look I call him Lasso Boxing from out of California. And the thing is that a lot of these Cali guys they support they group for Mexican fight. So
Region 8.
they had a lot to say about Shakur, and you know I invited them on, and they'll tell you, listen. I said, listen. You gotta be careful about what you say,
right?
Because you can't just. It's just crazy what people say because they don't know, or they think they know, and they call basically it's calling him a thug, and I'm like, yo, y'all gotta be careful because I mean I know eventually one day, God willing, I'm gonna get invited out to one of the fights. I'm gonna be ringside. If I see somebody, I don't know how I'm gonna react. I'm gonna be feeling some type of way about it. But they'll tell you, I check everybody.
Right.
Don't play around when it comes to
people entitled to their opinions, man. I mean, shit form. It just go back to hate, man. A lot of times with a lot of people, court be kicking their asses. I mean, flat out. You know what I'm saying? I remember a time we was at Oxnard, California, man, at an Adidas tournament, and Corp it might have been. No, I forgot the kid he fought. It wasn't Ruben Villa. I forgot the kid he fought, but Corp kicked the kid. I tell you, they didn't want to let us leave the fucking gym. Like, even Robert Garcia was on some bullshit, man. We had to pack our bags up. It was only about 17 of us and 120 of them. You know, so you do the math. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of hate when you're a good fighter, a slick fighter. And they don't like that shit. They call it running, so forth and so on. But it's just because we.
Well, I don't think they heard that name, Coach. Say the name that you said, Robert who?
Oh, Robert Garcia. He was on some bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was on some straight bullshit. Mikey Garcia is the man. He cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was straight honest. He knew we came out there and kicked everybody's ass. It's a kid named Weezy, Rajon Chance. Weezy was getting busy out there. Weezy got robbed, and me and his dad was together. Raj kind of lost his top. You know what I'm saying? When Raj flipped his wig, all the music stopped. Mexican woman was like, "What? Yeah, I won't make it out of here." Like, you know what I'm saying? Grabbed them bags, me, you know what I'm saying, out the stairs. Like, look, get the kids together. We gotta get out of here safely. You tripping, right? You know what I'm saying? But they don't like that bullshit. I can tell you right now. You go out west, you look good, kicking their ass. Oh man, ain't none of that, man. They want to trash you, bro.
I got a question for you. So I got Jimmy. When he usually comes on here, him and DJ, they debate every time. So I'm gonna ask you, just so you to hear what you gotta say. They always.
And I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna let you say it.
They always debate Shakur Stevenson versus Chris Colbert. Every day, DJ takes Shakur and Jimmy takes Chris Colbert.
Yeah, point to the easy work. Come on, man. Stop playing. He's not on his level, bro. It ain't even close. It wouldn't be a good fight. I'm just take it right there. It'd be easy, man. It's not close, bro. Like, I don't know where. I mean, you see the kids' skill set and ability, but it's not close. Not even. Nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Just,
And Jimmy, you hear that, Jimmy? You hear that, Jimmy?
I'm gonna say
you ain't on the show today, running your mouth, but you heard it. And I don't never really get loud on the podcast. So. But Jimmy, he be on the show talking about Chris Colbert runs to every gym. He spars everybody. And he's a dog.
Hey, first of all, what up to everybody that's on and supporting me, man? But secondly, right, I don't think people understand that Shakur is the least hit fighter in boxing, man.
Yeah.
The kid get hit four times around, if that, right? But statistically, right now, he get hit 4 times around. Over the course of his career, he lost 3 rounds. Y'all sum it up, man. You know what I'm saying? One of his best attributes is he's got the ability to take what the opponent does away. His best attribute, all right? We take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? We nullify the jab and take away whatever they want to do, man. We neutralize it. This kid is different. This kid is special. His grandfather, you know, my big bro, my mentor, all shit, pretty much like a father figure to me, man. This dude a genius. So I don't know, you know, what people thinking when they try and compare these guys, these mediocre guys that don't even have the resumes, man. Like Cole is the only fighter, right, historically, other than Floyd Mayweather, right? Shakur went 25-0 internationally. What other fighter did that? Floyd Mayweather. All right, he went. I believe Floyd was 23-0 or 24-0. Cole broke his record, man, and I think he upped it 1 or up to 2. You know what I'm saying? So that comparison is a legitimate one. When you talk about all these other guys, and nah, man, it's not even close. It's not even close, man. It ain't the same ballpark.
Well, I'm gonna say it publicly. It was a blessing because I was supposed to be in another boxing camp, and then from Plainfield, Horsefarm, he told me, he said, "Hey man, go see Wally." And I mean, you guys embraced me from day one. You know, it wasn't I told y'all they asked me, "What do you want to do?" I said, "Listen, I just want to help the team."
Right.
Because I'm better off to help the team. And when I said that, they've been grooming me every day, like literally showing me ins and outs of a system that they have.
Right.
And listen, you know what they say, championship teams, you got to buy. I'm going into the system. And I just want to say publicly, Coach, I appreciate every time, you say, nah, we doing it this way. Then you explain. You don't just say no. You say, nah, like, remember, I said, I think this kid got crack. And you said, well, all kids can have crack, but he got to learn this.
Right.
And I was like, all right. So I'm all in, man. I'm going to be like a sponge. I'm soaking it all in.
Right. I mean, best way to be. I'm still learning, while he's still learning. And he got years in his game. You know what I'm saying? The man is, well, I ain't going to put his age out there, but the man is up there in age. Everybody can see it, but he still learns. And if he's still smart enough and wise enough to learn, then who am I not to? You know what I'm saying? So, I can learn from you. Don't think I'm not paying attention. But if I see you falling short somewhere, then it's probably obligatory for me to make sure that I make sure you don't fall short,
Right. And they be on, listen, don't think by any means they don't be on my shit. They be on me. Like, listen, Coach C, if I'm doing something wrong, like, it's a certain way they throw a jab. I got to show the kids. Once they say to me, like, after the session's over, they've come to me and said, hey, Coach, this is the way we teach this way. So then when I go to the kids, I always say, hey, my bad, this is the way Coach wants it done. I always revert back to the way they think of it, because what I'm not trying to do is outside the system. I'm a link in the chain. And like they say, the link is the chain is only strong as the link. So I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed to be in the camp, man.
Yeah, we blessed to have you, man. I mean, we appreciate you. We ain't them guys, you know, like we too wise. I got a world champ, so I ain't gotta fuck with you. We ain't off that, man. Hey, I gotta address something. I'm reading these comments.
I was just about to ask that. I was gonna
What's his
ask.
name? Full throttle Lou. Hey man, look, Tank, Tiafimo, Devin, whoever it is, we ain't ducking no smoke, man. None whatsoever. These guys, they all grew up together. They fuck with each other. But understand one thing, man. Core sitting on the top of that mountain, bro. And we ain't ducking no smoke, bro.
So let me ask you what you and DJ, y'all both said the better the competition will bring out the best of him. Who out of all those names do you think brings out the best in Shakur? Out of anybody close to his weight?
I might be biased. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, honestly, all those guys not on his level. Skill set wise, Tank is obviously very good. He might be underrated, like in terms of his boxing abilities, but he get hit a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of holes, a lot of like we'll exploit a lot of things, man. So Devin might be the sharpest behind Tank, you know what I'm saying? Or even in front of Tank. Devin might be better than him. But I'm talking skill set and IQ wise. But we know Tank a dog, right? He did that big shot, man, and you know that thing is it's a neutralizer. So
Right.
hard to tell that. With Tiafimo, I kind of like Tiafimo over Tank and Devin simply because he lying hearted, man. He might be underrated as a fighter as well. I was never really like a fan of Tiafimo. Why kind of got me, you know, sold on Tiafimo. I like the kid. I like his personality. He's a hard worker, but I know some things internally that I think may hurt him against those guys. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, out of the four, I think Tiafimo got the best chance of beating Tank and Devin aside from Core. I think Core dominated all of them easily.
I be telling people, and they say they'll never fight, but the person who's gonna be the closest to Shakur when they get on that level is gonna be Shaun Davis.
Excuse me?
I said the person who I think
Okay.
on the same level as him, but they're not gonna fight each other.
Right, you said Key, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kid bad boy, man. I agree with you. Kid bad man. Kid bad man. That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
Kid bad man. And you know they bros, man. Like I don't, you know, that'll never line up. But Kid lined up with them other guys. Sparks will fly. I can tell you that.
Facts.
See that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like they'll tell you, I said the fight that I think would be. I said they'll tell you. I said Theo and Shakur. I think that would be a good fight. That's what I said. Like when we're asking about fights that we want to see, I always said Theo and Shakur. So it's funny that you say that out of the bunch that Theo is. You know, you might say he's a little bit above that.
Wait. Run that back. Cause the truck running again.
Hey,
I was wait. Oh, it's a feedback.
Now you said Keon what? I mean,
I said when we was talking about fights that we want to see, I said, well, I think at 130, I see on Shakur would be a great fight. And they was like, oh, okay. That was one of the fights I said. And what was one of the fights you said?
T.O.
At 130.
for who? For Shakur?
Yeah.
I said the only two people at 130 I would like to see fight Shakur is Valdez and Chris Colbert.
I'm with you.
About
I mean, the thing, but Valdez, we want him. You know what I'm saying?
I think he beats both too, but I think those are the only people like who would, if anybody to challenge him, I think those two would be the ones.
I think Chris Colbert may challenge him a little more than Oscar Valdez, to be honest with you. But it's easy work, either one of them. Easy work, man. Not. I'm talking barely breaking sweat.
I like that everybody's on an agreement that Shakur beats Valdez. I mean, the only person I said see opposite is his Mexican supporters, which I respect. But
Yeah, which is
Hey, they
Lasso
stick together, man.
boxing.
They stick together. That's one thing I
So,
respect about the
yeah,
Mexicans,
that's I respect it.
man. They stick together. Can't knock that. You can't be mad at that. It's only us that be on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
they know in all actuality, they just going to they never going to verbally say, hey, your guy's going to kick my guy ass, but they know.
That's why.
Man.
That's why they entertaining Navarrete coming up to fight him.
Right.
And
Right.
if he beats Valdez, I wouldn't mind seeing Shakur fight him.
Hey, I mean, I'm gonna say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Core saying it a little bit. It's something going on in Top Rank, man. Where like some of these guys. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say too much. Here's what I'll just say.
Right, coach.
That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we're considered investments, but we just not the right color. You know what I'm saying? So, this is why you're saying some of the things you're saying with the Mexican fighters and the Puerto Rican fighters and then the European fighters. It's different.
You would know this question. As for current fighters, other than Crawford and Canelo, because I know Shakur said that himself, is anybody currently that Shakur studies?
Cole constantly watching throwback fighters, man.
Yeah, I know. I said before. I've heard him say he watched a lot of Ward, Floyd, and
Drake
Sugar Ray.
probably he's probably the most current, other than Floyd. Probably Floyd and Dre that he watched the most, man, and study and break down our film on. He was a student, a real student of the game. He'll watch. This dude be naming fighters, man, like that I grew up on, but I can't remember. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't even want to have conversations with him. You know what I'm saying? Like this how ridiculous he is with boxing. The nigga talk your ears off about it. You know what I'm saying?
He did say Sweet Pea too. I forgot.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, bro. Like he watched, he eats, sleep, shit boxing. I promise you.
That's Sibbie guy right there. He loved Sibbie loves Purnell. That's the thing.
Norfolk.
You're not
Norfolk.
not going to win a conversation or argument with Shakur when it comes to boxing. I can assure you of that. He's studying, man.
Yeah, I knew he watched boxing on Jimmy, the guy who comes on here one time on Twitter. You know, Shakur got a lot of criticism for his fight with Nakati, the guy before Aaron. And Jimmy was the people who criticized him. And Shakur actually responded, and he compared it to one of Floyd's fights. I forgot what fight he compared it to, but it was one of Floyd fights. Like you got to be a Floyd fan to know what fight. I think it was Baltimore. Baltimore.
Right, yeah.
Baltimore.
I think so. It might not have been, but I believe it was.
Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, everybody criticized that fight. He was the first person to criticize the fight. And I don't think that's what everybody realized. You know what I'm saying? He was hard on himself more than anybody. And it wasn't because he was worried about what anybody was going to say. That's who he is. Like, he didn't perform the way that he wanted. He didn't perform up to the standard that he wanted to perform to. So he didn't care about what everybody else had to say. He just really, he wanted to do better in the fight. He didn't fight the fight that he wanted to fight. He still dominated the fight and won the fight. He just wanted to have a better performance.
Won every round.
Entitled to have off nights, man. Everybody gonna have, a bad day. And when you
even Michael Jordan had a bad day.
Right, but when you talk about a bad day for him, like he washed the dude.
And it's crazy because like his bad day is a 12-0 shutout.
Right, you know what I mean? So
the way they criticize
right, which is crazy.
The way they criticize him, you would think like I can understand some of the things people didn't like, but the way they criticize, you would think he lost about 3-4 rounds. And I'm like, okay, he didn't get the knockout like y'all wanted, but if you're not gonna get a knockout, the best thing to do is win every round, which he did.
And he dropped him with a check hook.
They didn't drop him twice, it was once.
Right, twice.
Okay, I thought so.
And then we still had Jimmy, which I don't know, where's Jimmy, right? Where is Jimmy? Where's Jimmy? Where is Jimmy?
I wish I
Here's the other thing, though. People like to discredit the opponents all the time, man. Dude obviously, has some things that we had to be cautious of. The kid could crack. He had a big right hand. He wanted to land that right hand. Why be there for him to land it? Like, we're not stupid.
right.
Like, fuck, it's called hit and not be hit. So,
Do you think the criticism of his last fight brought out not the best of him, but that was the reason he won the way he did?
It played a part. It played a part. And I wouldn't say necessarily from the people. Maybe Timothy Bradley. You know what I'm saying? Maybe internally, like, and I don't mean from friends and family. Core is his own worst critic. I can assure you, he was in his head like, nah, we gonna show a different fight come October 23rd. And that's exactly what he did, man. He wanted to show who he is and all his capabilities and abilities. And you guys got flashes, glimpses of it.
Well, listen, Coach, I've seen it. I've been around. I've seen it. I seen when he used to come up the playing field. I used to be like, yo, how this little kid is this good? That's what I used to say. And then Muncie used to be like, cuz, you know how Muncie talk, cuz, listen, you ain't seen shit yet. That's how Muncie talks. But, at that point, I was like, all right, I got to take this little kid serious.
Right.
Because he got cracked, and he would get in there with guys 4 or 5 years older than him and school AX.
Right.
I told him, I said, and we had Narik come on here and said to Jimmy, I never seen Shakur get rocked once. And I said, me either. Just reminded me.
I have yet to see anybody hit him flush, man. Like, it's hard, bro. Like, you think he right there? You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, he running numbers in your shit. Because you just an inch short, you know what I'm saying? Or a second too slow. Dude ain't playing, man. He ain't playing. I've yet to see this kid get hit with anything flush, bro. Anything.
So now, my next question to you, Coach.
Hey, my bad.
Is
hey Jim.
What? Yeah.
My bad to cut you off. I'm just letting you know it's 1 minute 45 seconds left.
Sure.
All right. So my thing is, I told them, I said, well, they asked me to ask Waleed to come on. I said, I don't really want to ask him.
I told you.
Come on.
I told you. Why will here answer everything you want to know? Get him on the show, man. Why I love having a platform where he can express himself. That's my guy. He loves it.
You think Shakur would come on here? He would like to come on here sometime?
Core is one of the most humble dudes in this world, bro. He not Hollywood. I be playing, you know what I'm saying? I say he's still a little dirty Norg nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? He keep it 100. He ain't know none of that goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? He definitely pop in on you, man. He like that.
Well, it's about to close out, so I just want to say I appreciate you coming on. It's great talking to you.
Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely, man. It was I appreciate you guys inviting me. You definitely should ask why to get on the show, man. He'll give you a good one, man. He'll give you a good one. You got a lot more to talk about than I do anyway.
All right. All right, man. We out of here.
Appreciate it.
All right.